Hello, welcome my beautiful friends. I hope you're doing fantastic. I just finished a very interesting interview with a lady from The Sun. I think it's a newspaper. I don't know. I've never actually read it because I'm not into newspapers, but the conversation I had with her was super interesting. I think she found me on Instagram. She wanted to discuss, she wanted to understand a bit more about traditional wives and how, my beliefs and my point of views and stuff. She also asked me some very interesting questions, and I would like to, discuss them a bit more in a bit more details. So let's begin. She asked me whether I believe that every single woman is supposed to be a traditional wife. I think I already answered that in a few of my videos. No, I don't think that we all supposed to quit our lives, quit our jobs and just stay at home. It's not always good for the mental health if you're not ready for this lifestyle, if you don't know what you want, if this is not what you truly want and you do prefer to work and earn money and be a very independent woman, then that's fine. So I've never said that this life is for everybody. Right now, what we see in social media, when you see women who just stay at home, whether they're girlfriend or wives, you can see the sort of lifestyle that they do, whether you see the YouTube videos or Instagram, and in most of those videos all you can see is they going to the gym, they eat healthy food, and they messaging some friends, they meeting the family, and that's it. I don't want to say how wrong that is, because what you need to be doing instead, and I know that I've posted day in the life of a traditional wife, but this is not everything that I do in a day-to-day life. There is so much more to it that it's sometimes even hard to discuss it. But she also asked me what would happen if something's gonna happen to my husband, and I said to her that because I have all that skills in my life and I used to work very, very hard, I finished my university, I have a degree, I have experience in so many different sectors, I can come back to work in a heartbeat. I can go to interview today and they're gonna say probably yes, like 99% they will say yes. Why? Because I know my worth, I know my value, I know I am a very hardworking person, period. So I'm not really worried that something might happen, something really bad might happen and I'm just gonna stay without nothing. Like when women say, and even my sister works full-time, she has kids, she has a crazy life, very hard life, but she's the one who have chosen this life. If you as a woman needs to be responsible for everything, and we are, it's never gonna be 50-50, we're always gonna end up doing much more than men, because of the way we have been created. It's the constant mental load that we are experiencing. So if somebody is telling me, yeah, we live fine, we live like 50-50, we split everything equally, impossible. Why? Because the man is coming back from work and most of the time he's happy, he's done his bed and he's now home, he wants to just relax. Whether you, especially when you have kids, you need to do all the chores, you still need to cook, you still need to clean, you still need to think about whether the kids will go to school, whether they are prepared, whether they have everything, do we have enough food at home, what to cook tomorrow. This is not just a very easy task that you can complete in a second. It takes a lot of mental capacity to be able to plan the household and plan the entire life. And if you don't understand that, then don't tell me that you living 50-50 and everything is, because nothing ever is 50-50. I am a big fan of saying to women, don't drop your university, don't drop your college, don't drop your education before you get married. Because if all you're gonna do is to get a rich husband, and then you don't have any skills, any education, nothing behind your back, nothing that can protect you in the future, then you can end up in a bad position. Yes, of course, you can get money after him if that's what you want to do, and after the divorce if that's what you want to do. But in a lot of other situations, you need to have your plan, not like a plan B, but the plan that you're gonna be fine if something's not gonna work. And you know, I've seen that on social media when women saying, you don't have to get your degree, forget about getting your degree, just stay at home, find a rich husband, and enjoy your life. Great, enjoy your life. I'm all about women enjoying their life and have a lot of options. But you're gonna have options only if you're gonna have the knowledge and you're gonna have the skills. You know, only if you can really be clear in your mind, and only if you're a smart woman you can play this life right. If not, you know, different situation will happen and different situations can happen. I personally worked really hard for quite a few, like for many years, if you like. So I already have my pension. You know, you like in England, I don't know where you're watching from. In England, you need 10 years working to have a minimum pension. So I already have this. Okay, even in such a young age, I already have that sorted. And also, like if you're working, of course, if you're working from home, and if you can still be traditional wife working from home, make sure you pay your pension, make sure you have money saved on your account, make sure you have a security. Okay, make sure you have the security to live your life on a good level, even in case if something's gonna happen to you or to your husband. I'm gonna talk a bit more about the financial aspects of marriage in a different video, but as a basics, like basic what you can do, get an income protection. Especially like if you don't work, then your husband needs to get an income protection. God forbid if something's gonna happen, you still have money to live on. Get a good income protection, make sure that nothing is excluded, and also like accidental protection, life cover. Make sure when it comes to your financial future, you've got to be covered. And if your husband isn't talking about it, you need to be the one talking to him about it. You need to be the one explaining the situation and say, you know, in the future I would like to be financially secure. God forbid if something's gonna happen, I want us to be financially stable. So income protection, a lot of people don't have it these days, and I think this is crucial. This is like a basic thing to have. Listen, even if you're gonna pay for it for the next 30 years and nothing will happen, great. I wish you that. Because that 20, 30, 40 pounds is not a lot comparing to, you know, the companies who pay like 20 years in case if something would happen. Like, you know, you can't compare those two things. This is more important than anything. I don't mind paying even 70-80 pounds for my, you know, for my insurance, just so I know in case if something bad's gonna happen, we don't have to struggle, we don't have to go through NHS. I have everything, you know, I have everything sorted privately. Those are the things that you shouldn't save on. Rather than thinking about, you know, drinking, spending money on nice clothing and everything, and hairdresser, yes, I love that stuff as well, but I think my financial future is much more important. So coming back to the main topic of this video, of course I don't mean for anybody, for any young woman to drop the education and get married and just cook and clean, because traditional lifestyle is not just about cooking and cleaning. You need to have a lot of more skills. You need to have a lot more. But there is nothing wrong of not knowing things and getting into this lifestyle. That's how you can learn about yourself and about your husband and about a lot of different aspects of a relationship. One of the biggest tradwife TikToker is promising you that she's so happy because she quit at college, she quit the education, and she is now marry happy ever after. Okay, all I want to say is, if you're in this position and you want to drop your education to get married, I want to tell you, think twice. Okay, your education is something that nobody will ever take away from you. Your knowledge, your experience can set you off for life, and if God forbid something's gonna happen, you can always go back to this, you can always go back to, you know, to work. But if you're gonna just drop it and you're gonna get married, you're gonna start enjoying your married lifestyle, everything will be perfect for quite a few years or not, because marriage is, you know, the inside marriage there's so many hardships that we don't think about. We just see a nice video that women don't work, they stay at home, but we don't see those behind scenes arguments, those moments when two people cannot communicate with one another. We don't really see any of this, and a lot of the YouTubers and TikTokers, they don't want to show you the bad side of this, they just want to show you the good bit of that. Women, smart women, they will get the education, they will stay in college, and at least until they're 20 odd, they will get the degree, and then they can think about this. And then when you're staying at home, it's so nice to educate yourself from all the different aspects, you know, from all the different sources. Either read a lot of books, watch the YouTube videos, get yourself a degree if you can, and especially if he's providing this, be as much educated as possible. There are certain people that are the dropouts, you know, they drop off from college, university, they become freelancers, and they're doing so well right now. They multimillionaires, they have their own businesses, but you know, I don't neglect that, and I know that happens a lot. I'm not saying that education on its basics, it's really gonna give you a lot of meaningful stuff, because there's so many hardships in life that degree is not gonna degree is not gonna give you enough knowledge of how to deal with those situations. The degree on its own is not giving you any sort of knowledge of how to deal with the life, how to deal with hardships, how to get your pension, how to pay taxes. You know, the education itself, it's only going to give you knowledge in that one small aspect, and sometimes even the education is not the right education, okay? Like, for example, doctors, they only get knowledge about the pills. They are not getting the full education about how the body works, how important the food is on your body, and so many different other stuff. So just by getting degree, that doesn't mean that you are really smarter than people who didn't go to college but know how to live and know how to deal with different level of stress. But it's still gonna give you that idea that you possess something. If you ever want to go to work, you're still gonna have that on your CV. And sometimes it's not everything. Sometimes it's, you know, it's not gonna get you through the door, but at least it's gonna get you that interview. And the rest, you know, you can fake it till you make it. I like to say that. So yeah, that's my personal opinion. I hope you enjoyed that video, and leave me a comment below and tell me what you guys think. I love you.